Right guys, how's it going? I did one of these channel update type things for my 100th video, yeah? That was, what, a month, 6 weeks ago or something? Can't exactly remember. But anyway, I'm doing another one simply because I need to get a few things out about what's going to be happening directly and in the future. Right, I'm not actually sure the best way to go about this, so I'm just going to wing it, I think. Oh, I know what, we'll call this my 4,000 subscriber video. 40 away from 4,000 subscribers. That's not too bad. I can do better, yeah, but it's been slower than I had hoped for. I was really hoping for 10,000 in the first year. It's still possible that I'll get 10,000 by November, but I very much doubt it now. More likely to be 5,000, especially because of, well, some of the things I'm going to cover in this video. Some of my videos are doing a lot better than others. For example, well, let's start with Elite, yeah? If I type in Elite Dangerous, and what is basically, you know, this blank YouTube search. There was a time when I was sitting, you know, maybe 5, 6, 7 on this first page, and it makes a big difference, yeah? And there's Obsidian Ant, he's doing pretty well on this one now. I was in this first page for a good couple of months after release, but it was with my tutorial, yeah, my Let's Play #1. So let's see, am I in the second page now? I'm not even on the second page anymore. I spent a lot of time in the second page. What about the third page? Am I here? It seems not. Page 4. Right, so I'm near the top of page 4. Again, it's been watched by 94,000, you know, well, 94,000 times now it's been watched. So it's still by far and away my most popular video. But it's away down in page 4, and the views have really dried up on it. Elite Dangerous is a pretty mature game now, yeah? So, I mean, less people are joining it, less people need Let's Plays, but every now and then somebody still does. So, that's not great, yeah? Considering the channel was sort of started on Elite, it's not good to have, like, your main video away down in page 4, but I'm not completely surprised by it because I haven't really been putting the massive amount of effort into the game that I should have been, or certainly not marketing it. Now, what about other stuff? I did a little one recently, Chaos Reborn. Let's check that one out. Now, I only did one 30-minute video. Am I on the first page? Well, it seems that I'm not quite on the first page. As you can see, this is generally what you see. It's guys that have got lots of subscribers, or guys who had the game months ago. Like this guy here, 7 months ago. That's Joystick. Total Biscuit a year ago, yeah? These are the sort of things you would normally see on the first page of a search. And just the simple fact that they're on the first page means that they get even more views. Yeah, it's like being on the first page of a search of Google. Yeah, no different really. Now, what about page 2? There I am. That's not bad, yeah? Halfway down page 2. And it stands out quite nicely as well. So, I mean, how is that happening, yeah? This is a game that I've done one time, one video. It's only had 469 views. And yet I'm second on page 2. I mean, there's videos here that have been out for months. Way more views than I have, and yet I'm there on page 2 halfway down. Now let's have a look at some of the other stuff I've done. My 980 versus the 390X review. Second, yeah. This is the whole of YouTube, yeah. You type that into a fresh browser, you're going to see my video second. Look at the stuff it's in amongst, yeah. There's one with 81,000 views a month ago. Another one, 51,000. The vast majority, there's one at 68,000, yeah? 44,000. Most of these videos here would have been out the same day that the R9 390X was released last month. I did mine a week after or something, yeah? Because I didn't actually have the hardware to review. I had to look through everybody else's reviews to make this video. The reason this is doing so well is because it's a bloody good video. If I do say so myself. Now, the exact same thing happened with my, if I just type in, like, let's see, Nvidia versus AMD. Now, that is a massive search term. You can imagine how often this gets typed in on YouTube, yeah? And there I am sitting 8th. That's my old one, my gaming graphics head-to-head in April 2015. It's only had 7,000 views. But again, you look around, it's in amongst stuff that's had way more views, yeah? So, I guess what it really comes down to is my hardware video is doing exceptionally well. It's almost certain that any hardware video I do is going to do extremely well on, you know, the organic search. This one's sitting top of page 3 now as well, my 980 versus 390X. But yeah, I mean, my hardware videos are doing really well, even though the view counts aren't great, because I wasn't there at the start, yeah? It's so important in this business to be in right at the beginning. But in order to do that, you've really got to get yourself established, because I've got no idea why. Now, I have contacted a few companies about graphics cards and stuff like that, and I've generally always had a response from them, but it's been negative, yeah? Like, they're not giving out a lot of cards and stuff like that to YouTubers any longer. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, it's just a nice way of saying, no, you're not big enough. And they base everything based on the number of subscribers you've got, and I don't have that many. So again, that's just something I'm going to need to work on. Yeah, overall, I can't argue at all with a lot of it, in all honesty. The Elite video is slightly disappointing, I guess, but I can't argue too much about it, because I know that I can do better, yeah? So how exactly would I do better? There's a limit to how many people are interested in Elite Dangerous, obviously, yeah? And there's a bunch of us sitting around this 4, 5, 6,000 subscriber mark, yeah? Because that is generally about it. You've got one or two guys doing a lot better, like Isonona. He's going to get a lot of people watching his videos just because he's so good. But like I said, I've got my hardware videos that I throw in there every so often. I do 1 or 2 reviews. I try to get different games that I think maybe you guys are going to be interested in as well. I haven't played World of Warships. I'm kind of missing it. It's been a while. It's been a month since I played it, yeah? I'm kind of missing it now. But again, this one's not likely to take off for me in a massive way. But yeah, I've covered a few things and they've done okay. But yeah, the message is I can do better. The big issue right now for me is I sort of feel like I'm in a transition, or I'm not settled. I'm actually going to be moving. I'm going to be emigrating to Sweden. My girlfriend is Swedish. If you watch my 100th video, you'll know that. I mean, we've been together for about 5, 6 years or so. She's coming over tomorrow, or today as you watch this. And I think she just basically got a bit tired of all the travel, yeah, so I'm emigrating, put it that way. Yeah, she gets paid an awful lot more than I do. So what we decided was, if Scotland voted no in the referendum, I would move to Sweden, and if we voted yes, she would move over here. Obviously that went down as a no, so yeah, I'm leaving, and I'm going to have to learn Swedish and stuff like that. This was all planned for October this year. Many of you will know that doesn't really quite work out as you plan it always, yeah, so I'm still planning on October. However, if it runs into maybe next year, early next year, I wouldn't be all that surprised either. The point is, I feel like I can't really get settled into like a space. And let's take, for example, I was talking about the hardware videos there, yeah? I'm sort of trying to get like hardware for reviews and stuff like that, but I'm not really putting my wholehearted effort into it. It's more like a test the water type thing. The fact of the matter is, if I'm going to be moving in a few months, then I'm going to have to do this all over again in Sweden anyway, yeah? See, that's how it works, yeah? A lot of them are like UK based, and they're not going to send stuff to me in Sweden. I need to get in touch with the Swedish part of the businesses there, or the European ones. So there's not been a whole lot of point in me contacting a massive amount of, these hardware guys, trying to get hardware off them for reviews and stuff. That's going to come after I'm settled in Sweden. Right, so that was really my main excuse for basically being lazy, is what it is. What I can do and what I am actually going to do, I've been thinking about it, yeah? Based on what I've shown you about how my videos generally do better, it's all based on the quality of the channel, yeah? And any video that I make is going to probably do quite well on the search. So I had to think about it, and really what I need to be doing is covering an awful lot more games. Again, I tried to get a game like, say, like The Witcher 3 on release. I wasn't big enough, according to them, yeah? 4,000 subscribers, maybe 5,000 average video views. It's not enough, yeah? You got to be quite a bit bigger than that. And you're never going to be big enough if all you're doing is Elite Dangerous videos. It really is that simple, yeah? You've got to do more games. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I guess the real question is, what games? Well, I've had a pretty long think about it. You can basically split games into maybe 3, 4 categories. You've got the newer stuff, which I obviously haven't played, because all I play is Elite Dangerous, day after day. I have played Grand Theft Auto 4 a little bit. I didn't really get into it, in all honesty. Not really my type of game. Obviously Grand Theft Auto 5 has been a massive game though, and a lot of people interested in that. The Witcher 3, again, that's one I've just talked about, and it's one that I would quite like to play. Yeah, it's been really heavily hyped, obviously. People are saying it's one of the greatest games ever. I'm not convinced about that. Yeah, you generally find that people really pretty biased towards contemporary titles. but it'd be nice to find out. Pillars of Eternity, there's one that I would really like to play. I'm not convinced about how well it will come across on, YouTube. There's a lot of dialogue in it. There's maybe a lot of written text. It'd be interesting to see how I would have to do that one to make it interesting, yeah? Next, you've got the older stuff. Now, these are games that I've mostly played or completed, yeah? Morrowind. They've actually got a mod out. A couple of years ago they brought out a mod for Morrowind that completely overhauled the graphics and other stuff. It looks pretty nice in all honesty for a game that's well over 10 years old. That's another thing I've been thinking about. Yeah, I could do maybe some of these older games except do them modded, just as an idea. Deus Ex, fantastic game. I've never completed it. I was blown away by how good it was. I mean, I only played this game, first of all, maybe 3-4 years ago. I couldn't believe how good the game was for 2000. Diablo 2, there's another one I was looking at recently. It's really quite old and the graphics are something like 640 by 480 resolution, so it's not always easy to get these games working and looking good on YouTube. It was certainly interesting though. Again, Frontier Elite 2 might be interesting to you Elite guys that have never played it before. Fantastic game, one of my greatest games of all time. The Mass Effect trilogy, you maybe noticed it on my desktop, but this was one that I was thinking about doing, Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3. I've completed the second one, I haven't completed 1 and 3. I don't even know how Mass Effect 3 ends. I can sort of figure it out, yeah? But I have so far managed to avoid it because I want to complete them in order. I'm a little bit anal like that, yeah. I've got to do these things in order. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Baldur's Gate 2 is my best game ever, yeah. It's the greatest game of all time as far as I'm concerned. Again, it's a bit like Pillars of Eternity though, except older. It maybe won't come across great on YouTube. I really don't know. You've got the old and the new XCOM, obviously fantastic games as well. I almost completed the new XCOM, but not quite. Now, you've got older games blind as well. Believe it or not, I have never played Half-Life 2. Probably the greatest game of all time. By most accounts, Half-Life 2 is rated as the greatest game of all time. I've never played it. Simply put, about that time I was playing World of Warcraft and Neverwinter Nights. Yeah, I got really into MMO type games and I missed a lot of these real classics around that time. Yeah, it was like Deus Ex as well. I played that so much later because I was busy playing Diablo 2 online, something like that. And I really got into those games and I never played some of these absolute classics. I played Half-Life 1. I bought both games on Steam and the Orange Box or whatever, and I played Half-Life 1 and I really enjoyed it. I just never got on to playing Half-Life 2. Fallout New Vegas, I played Fallout 3, another tremendous game. People say New Vegas is better. I've never played it. I wouldn't mind playing it. I'd really quite enjoy playing it, I think. Grim Fandango, there's another one, a classic that I never played because it was the wrong time. System Shock 2. I mean, these are games that I really should be playing. It's almost embarrassing looking at this list that I haven't played them. Yeah, and you've got Stalker, something a little bit newer. It would certainly make it interesting to play these games, having never played them. Having never played these games before, yeah, just simply playing them now could be interesting. Especially stuff like Half-Life 2, I would think. Yeah, a lot of people would be interesting to see how somebody approached that nowadays. The final thought was, why not do like a series of can you get into it now? Like, some people have said to me, why don't you play League of Legends? Obviously, it's a vastly popular game. It's been out for a very long time and it's got its established players and there's a lot to learn in a game like that, and I would be going in at it new. I'd probably be crap at it. But if people wanted to watch me play it, I would play it, yeah? And then you've got World of Warcraft, which I have played, and I'm pretty decent at that game. You've got Eve, Counter-Strike, games that I've never played. Could be fun to watch me playing them. Now, this is not about me ditching Elite, far from it. Every time I try to ditch Elite, I keep coming back to it, yeah? I've said it twice now, that I was going to be scaling back on my Elite play. And each time I've ended up playing even more. The first time I said that I started doing the exploration thing, the Into the Black videos, I started throwing those out every 2 days. And then I said that again just before I started my Life of Crime videos, and I was kicking out one of those every 2 days. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to maintain that with Elite. Everything that there is to do in Elite Dangerous, pretty much I've done it apart from PvP, and that's what I'm waiting on in Elite. I'm not going to go into open play and play with people log offing and stuff. Yeah, once the close quarters combat championship thing starts, I think that's October maybe, or by the end of the year. This is more my type of PvP, yeah, this is what I like to play in. Scenarios, 4v4, 6v6, 12v12 especially. It's really fun, entertaining, and you've got all the different modes like capture the flag, stuff like that. I know a lot of people aren't looking forward to it and they're pissed off about it. Well, I'm really looking forward to that, but in the meantime, Most of my Elite stuff from now till then is going to be maintenance. I'm going to cover all the patches, yeah, obviously, the new ships, stuff like that. But once the Close Quarters Championship starts, I'll start doing more of those, you know, mechanics videos, how-tos, and maybe even flight and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this for Elite. This is what's gonna, you know, get my interest in Elite peaked again, so that I get those videos into the first page. But it's a few months off. So in the meantime, yeah, it really is just going to be maintenance Elite. I'm not even going to say one a week, but I would assume that I would manage at least one per week. I also thought about just covering the newsletter, yeah? It comes out every Friday, and I noticed that they're talking big about something colossal that is coming for PC and Mac players. Most people are saying, yeah, it must be planetary landings and all that stuff. We'll see, yeah. It's going to be announced in a couple of weeks, I believe. These are things that I could cover, yeah, during the week in Elite. Most of you read the newsletter. There's no reason why I can't fly around a bit, discuss the newsletter. It's just not going to be 3 videos a week on Elite. Yeah, from now on in. So those are some of the games that I thought about myself. Just throw ideas at me, yeah. Whatever game you can think of. Doesn't even matter how old it is or anything, yeah. It could be a good idea. Just throw them at me and maybe I'll think, yeah, you know what, that could work. The thing about this is, Elite videos are difficult to make because I'm creating a story as I play it, yeah. Or like my Life of Crime videos. I've created a story and I'm creating a story every episode. If you look at something like, say, Mass Effect 1, the story's already there. I'm just playing through it, yeah. I could throw out one of these every day easily. No problem whatsoever. So what I'm saying is, this is going to be an addition to my Elite videos. However, the Elite videos are also not going to be, you know, every 2 days either. So just throw the ideas at me and we'll see how it goes. But let's say, for example, I decide to do a playthrough of Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, or I decide to complete XCOM Enemy Unknown, or I decide to do the Mass Effect trilogy, yeah? They're going to pick up thousands of views, and, you know, maybe I can then take that to the companies. You know that Mass Effect 4 will be out next year probably. XCOM 2 by the end of the year, Fallout 4 by the end of the year. If I've got these games, you know, under my belt with thousands of views on them, then maybe there's a better chance of me getting access to these newer games on release. That's my thinking behind it, yeah? Right, so moving on to my Patreon site. If you saw my 100th video, then you know that I created a Patreon thing where basically a bunch of you guys have ended up paying me, you know, $1 or $2 per video. And it's now at a total of $12 per video, which was my second milestone. At the first milestone, $5 per video, and I moved all those annoying little rectangular box ads, yeah? So that's why you haven't seen any, because that's what we agreed on. It reached 12 and it was hardware upgrades with video analysis and reviews, right? So I'm going to prioritise hardware upgrades for better video, yeah? That's exactly what I'm going to do. You've probably noticed that the video's already been better because I've moved to 60 FPS instead of the 30 frames per second video, yeah? If you've watched my latest Life of Crime videos, you'll see that. Basically speaking, this money has really helped to go towards paying my internet, which is about 45 quid a month. Yeah, that's basically what it's covered, yeah? However, I did say that I'm going to create a list of hardware upgrades and make videos explaining my choices, yeah? And when each new part is bought, I will create a video review on it. I thought about stuff like head tracking, a camera, faster graphics, stuff like that. The first thing I'm going to buy is a mouse, because believe it or not, and I have been talking about this for how many months now? 4 months, maybe 3 months. I've got to get a mouse now because now my left click button is going on this sort of replacement mouse. I need to get myself a good quality mouse. It's just farcical now. So that's where the money's going to go first of all. I would have bought it already, but I'm just such a perfectionist in all these things. I've got to find the perfect mouse, and it doesn't exist, clearly, because I've checked them all out. So I need one with a fingertip grip. I mean, I wanted the Zowie FK1 or the FK2, but people keep saying that it's better for a claw grip, and I'm like, oh, is that what I want? And then I've had a look at some of the Logitech ones, and it's, oh, these are better for palm grips and stuff. The perfect mouse does not exist, by the way. If you've got a fingertip grip, the perfect mouse simply does not exist, so stop looking for it. But I'm going to have to make do with the second best one. I'm obviously still going to do this. I also need to put in a third milestone, yeah, so that I can maybe entice a few more patrons. I just want to say thank you very much to all you guys, 11 of you, I'm not going to show who it is, obviously. You know who you are, yeah, and I can assure you it's been a great help. Just the simple fact that my internet is paid every month, it means that the channel is no longer losing money, yeah. It was never losing much anyway, obviously, yeah, but now it's no longer losing anything. I'm actually getting paid a little bit for doing this, which makes all the difference, yeah. As you know, my girlfriend's Swedish, yeah. I don't go out drinking every night or anything like that, yeah. I'm basically stuck at this PC. We're on Skype. She's 2,000 miles away or whatever, yeah. So I basically just work all day and night quite often as well, making these videos and stuff. So I don't have massive living costs, anything like that. You know, this stuff really is sort of helping just to make it that little bit bearable while I get it set up. So again, thank you extremely much for your patronage. And I will eventually get on with this hardware upgrade video thing, yeah. You know what it's like, yeah. I realise that a lot of you don't really like to do stuff through like a Patreon site where it is being like sort of pay per month, pay per video. I fully understand that. I'm exactly the same as that, yeah. I've never really been keen on paying things like over a month or a subscription type thing, and I really appreciate that from you guys and girls who are doing that. I did decide, however, to add another, you know, a PayPal donation method. It's a simple link to click on it. And so much for my awesome internet, yeah. And you can simply put in any amount. Just be aware that that is in pounds, not dollars, yeah. You end up spending more than you want if you think it's a dollar sign. That's just for those of you who want to maybe throw me a couple of quid every so often. Absolutely no obligation, of course. And once again, this is exactly the same as the Patreon stuff. All this money is going to go towards the channel, buying better hardware and stuff, like cameras and all that kind of thing. Yeah, so don't worry about me getting rich pocketing donations. I can assure you it's not going to be happening. And that's me just about ready to wrap this one up. Again, like I said at the beginning, my girlfriend is going to be here. She's here as you're watching this. She was here 2 months, maybe 10 weeks ago as well. She was here for 2 weeks and I basically worked all the way through that, yeah, doing those exploration videos into the black. I'm not doing that this time, yeah. She's taken 3 weeks off her work. She spent her entire 5 weeks holiday in Scotland. And I'm not working this next 3 weeks. I will do some stuff, yeah. I'm not going to abandon the channel for 3 weeks. You can't really do that on YouTube, or people will just flock away from you in droves. But, you know, if you're wondering why, things have been a little bit slow. Things have been slow leading up to this week as well, because I had to clean the house again. So that took me about a day and a half cleaning all the crap away that had accumulated over the past 10 weeks. I'll be putting out the odd video. Don't be surprised if it's maybe something like a Mass Effect video or two, yeah. Again, we'll just wait and see how it goes over the next few weeks. Right, so that was just a little update for my 4,000 subscribers. Hopefully coming before the end of next week, I'll have reached that target. Again, thanks for watching. I just hope that these ideas are okay by you guys, yeah? Because I realise that most of you want to watch my Elite videos, yeah? You want to watch me playing Elite, but I've gone over it, yeah? I mean, you can all understand the reasons for it. As much as I really enjoy playing Elite, you just need to look at the other guys, yeah? You cannot live on Elite alone, yeah, it's just not possible. I've got to get more into the channel, yeah, and that's just what I'm going to go ahead and do. If it's a total fail, then just too bad. Hopefully I will see you before 3 weeks are out. Catch you later.